Hello and welcome back. This is Insti and I'm continuing playing Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. Yes, this episode we are going to hunt the elephant. But I was thinking few things. First things first, I think Arthur said he was at the dig site the day the death happened. I'm actually at the dig site. I'm trying to see if I can ask about it from anyone. But I was just checking the leather notebook because I tried to see if there's any note about the Arthur being at the dig site. I couldn't find it, but there's a where's that? He even lacks the imagination to build something beautiful. Ivor bats the mundanity. I must think lest our invaluable history be buried by the inconsequential. So before he will comment a few months, I have only a few months before he will commence on construction. So that is a problematic. I'll pin that for now. But I couldn't see anywhere when he said that his alibi is he was in the dig site at the morning, which in itself is not an alibi. It's just a statement. He said he's here. Noted, even Paul doesn't have an alibi.
Do you know anything about this?
I like you, friend, but I can't help you.
Basically, I think Paul said he was at the doctor's, which is weird. Why cannot we try to go and ask from the doctor? Paul knows which doctor he used, and we could go and ask about it. Like we should be able
Papers,
to.
pen, torch.
What are you doing?
Ah, now I have to start over. Ceramics, skulls, keys.
Okay. Bit odd.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
You and I are the economic foundation of this island. We should help each other. But I don't know what you are talking about.
Now that was an elaborate sentence, if I ever seen one. Somehow it reminds me of Monty Python sketches. What about you?
Is this familiar to you?
I like you, friend, but I can't help you.
Oh, I am bored. Call me when you find the answer.
It starts to seem that we cannot corroborate the fact if Arthur was here. It's same if I said at the murder day that I was at home. Yeah, it sounds like an alibi, but if nobody corroborates or nothing corroborates it, it's not an alibi per se.
Can I ask you a question?
You and I are the economic foundation of this island. We should help each other.
Yeah.
But I don't know what you are talking about.
That is a shame that there's no way to corroborate either one's alibis. I'm starting to feel that it's intentional so that both suspects would seem possible. Because if you have someone to corroborate either one's alibi, then, well, it definitely breaks the case and there's no ambiguity there. But let's go and see what we can find from the elephant. Maybe that enlightens some aspects. Can I jump from here, actually? No, because this is like it's seen as a inside. Okay, fine enough. So where do we actually need to go? I didn't check that. Now I have all I need. I should visit Oh, no. That we did that already. With the magnificent elephant doll now in my possession, I should use the gold gas shed in Gilden's yard to inflate the lure. Yeah, let's do that. So I'll probably want to jump right over here. Both have darts. I don't know how they come into it, but seems to be important. Basically, both had identical dart boxes with identical amounts of darts missing. But I don't know how that plays in any of this. Did I check this? I think I did.
Hog heaven.
Is this for the elephant? Because I can't see hogs, but I see watermelons, balls, and bananas. Bananas. This is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. I don't know. Okay, so we are...
The game is on.
So, what's the plan? I hope it all doesn't go horribly wrong.
We know that the elephant is seeking a female. We can arrange that. A doll with the appropriate scent might do miracles.
So, you're a marriage broker. Well, I suppose that makes me a groomsman. Oh, she is a bit breezy, I must say.
Well, Goliath is eager for a single female elephant in his area. It should be just enough for his taste. You'll need to trust me.
Trust me, I'm an engineer.
Are we ready? I can't stand the tension.
We're ready. Let's call the elephant.
The submissive trumpet, salacious trumpet, tempting trumpet, impatient trumpet, teasing trumpet. Tempting? Do you like races? How do you feel about
How could
date?
anyone resist?
Are you actually? Okay. Here I am. What were your other two wishes? What were your other two wishes?
I knew a lady once who said just that.
Okay, what submissive says? Please show me a night I will never forget. What?
Too bad I'm not an elephant.
Teasing or salacious? Let's try teasing. If you were a chicken, you'd be impeccable.
Take your time, Sherry.
Well, I think it's the salacious. If I told you that you had a nice trunk, would you hold it against me?
That deserves a slap. And then a kiss.
And here's our lovesick friend.
Fruit. It worked. What have we had? Well, that worked, fortunately.
What is the meaning of this? Why are you bringing it here? I won't allow you to leave it.
I assure you that it is only a temporary measure. It won't be long until the elephant is gone, I promise you.
Okay, now we can check the Goliath. Oh, it's kind of cute. Yes. Okay. Time to check he's okay. Oh, yeah, basically, probably a wound from...
It injured itself while running through the forest.
That is... So...
The left tusk is larger and more worn. You're a left-tusked elephant.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that dot over there. Before we check that, I want to... Okay, this is... Oh, I can check the eyes.
Peaceful and compliant, almost a gentleman.
Yes. So what about that? Come on. There you are.
There's something in the needle.
Well, I can already
A
guess.
feathered fletching. This might be promising.
And we're done. Yeah. You're a good boy. Take your rest now. Eat some watermelons. So, obviously, we need to check this. Okay, so 2, 1, -4. And we could get -4 from this. Hmm. Let's see. No, maybe. No, maybe. Well, we could change this to 2 and this to 1 if I did my maths. So let's try it so. And this need to be -4. Okay. Yes, -4 to 1. Now we need to... Nope. Now we need to combine these, obviously. So we have 2 and 1. We need one more. And this should be fine. There were traces of strychnine inside of it. This amount could kill a human, but was not enough to topple such a large animal. Instead, it most likely aggravated the elephant, causing a fit of rage and burst of strength. To kill a human. Okay, so we could say that the dart was meant for Theodore. And, well, Paul or Arthur could have used that. But that would be obviously would be a murder, and that would probably complicate things for everybody. Paul probably could do that. But then Arthur knows about elephants, he studied them. He might know what the strychnine does for an elephant, and it was meant for the elephant, so it would kill Theodore, making it look like an accident. And thus, everything is just, well, these things happen. I tried to warn Theodore, the elephant should be free. And yes, we already know this would happen. Third party deliberately shot poison dart. No, they didn't try to protect Theodore because it wasn't enough for the elephant. Goliath may have been provoked. The dart shot at Goliath may have provoked a beast into a violent rage. The elephant Goliath may have attacked Theodore, killed him in order to break free. No, I would say it was provoked. Either it got scared about the dart, or the strychnine caused him to be aggressive. Again, this is problematic. They both, Paul and Arthur, has some kind of good causes for killing Theodore. But I'm leaning against Arthur because there are multiple reasons why Arthur might be the better suspect in this case. is that he was losing his dig site. He was working with Theodore, but Theodore kicked him out. Basically, what Arthur only was getting out of the dig site was that he could publish his journal, nothing else. He wouldn't get any materials, he wouldn't get any stuff that dig from that dig, only the texts. And finding the grave of Vitus would have been a huge win for Arthur, because the Tomb of Titus, even the royalty took notice of it. So it would have saved his academic career and elevated it. Also, he would have saved the history to the humankind, which Theodore was not in for. He was more for the money and didn't really care about the history. So, and also Arthur knew about elephants. Paul, of course, he was beaten, but he was beaten also by the bandits. But I feel he's more straight actiony person. And although there's a possibility that he could have lost the sailing in this area, but apparently he's a very accomplished sailor, it doesn't really cause that much of a problem compared to the Arthur who would lose. Well, he's not youngster anymore. He doesn't have that much time, and these kind of excavations and possibilities don't come often. So this was his break to save the history, get recognition, and basically be set for life probably. So I'm more lean towards Arthur being the murderer. He had the means, he had multiple motives, both had so-called alibis, but we can't corroborate that. I touched that already. So there's that problem, because we can't ask anyone. We can't ask the doctors, we can't ask the diggers, so that's a problem. So Arthur saying he was at the dig site at the morning, it doesn't matter. So Paul being the doctor, it really doesn't matter, because we can't corroborate. That's not an alibi then. Both had strychnine, but the question is, do Paul know enough about elephants? Well, he could be shooting straight towards Theodore, but that would definitely complicate things for everyone, because it's not then an accident, it's a murder case. For Arthur's sake, shooting at the elephant and aggravate it would definitely make things easier, because it would be an accident. It was just accident waiting to happen, and he was warning about it. Everybody warned about Theodore about the elephant. So I'm more inclined to say Swift killed that Theodore killed him. I can see that they are going in the way, the game makers, that both are very good possibilities, and I don't know if there's actually a right or wrong answer. So I guess you could say, I guess there's a third choice to say that Goliath killed him. Of course Goliath killed him, but there's the dart that which closes the possibility that Goliath did it by itself. So yeah, I'll go with the Arthur. Arthur Swift is a victim of Theodore Gilden's greed. He tried to protect humanity's history from those that would privatize or discard it. I will let Goliath take the blame for Gilden's death, but would insist in return that Arthur leave Cordona. I don't do that. Yes, Theodore Gilden is greedy, but that doesn't justify murder. Anyways, Arthur Sweet used the elephant Goliath to kill his former partner Theodore Gilden. Arthur was ready to sacrifice others for his own well-being. Such cruelty towards humans and animals should be punished. Yeah, I go with that. Again, like I said, this could go either way, either Arthur or Paul. I don't know if there's a proper answer or if this is the proper answer. I don't know, but I choose this. No, I don't want to switch. So what do I do now? Was the elephant shot before or after Theodore's death? Does it matter? I'm almost certain it... What? Okay, so what? Okay, let's go and see if I can talk to Arthur. Because what's happening here? The problem is, if either one of those people say that yeah, I shot the dart, that means they were on the place of the accident or murder. I don't think neither of one will tell that. Actually, I could make a save here. But let's see what they say, if they say anything. Why don't I run? I don't know. Let's do that anyways.
Stop, Lloyd.
Can I ask this from you?
Could you help me?
You and I are the economic foundation of this island. We should help each other. But I don't know what you are talking about.
Yeah, wait a minute. Okay. So would you kindly... Oh, I can accuse.
You are guilty, Mr. Swift. Killing Theodore Gilden was a testing challenge. You succeeded.
What makes you think I'm somehow involved in Gilden's death? My partner's death, I might remind you.
You weren't partner. You weren't at the... You weren't partner anymore. Does it matter what I choose? Let's go with the... this.
You were there when Theodore Gilden died.
Nonsense. I visited him many times, but I wasn't there when the elephant killed him.
Then I must have made a mistake because the murderer met Goliath's rage personally. The perpetrator was hit by the gate and thrown into the shed. Your bruise matches the contour of the broken hole. One further detail is that the murderer had a bosun's knife, fairly useful in a place where one might cut ropes and fabric, such as, I don't know, the dig site?
That's your interpretation of the facts, Mr. Holmes. You've simply aligned them to suit your hypothesis.
It's not a hypothesis once proven, it's theory, Mr. Swift. Your dart uses strychnine to kill rodents at the site, is that correct?
Well, yes, that is its purpose.
The same dart with strychnine was found on Goliath. The very same substance is a powerful stimulant. It causes convulsions, a flow of energy. You shot Goliath. The elephant became extremely energetic, agitated, and so terrified that it killed its owner. For a man of your age, it was easier to hit a larger grey target than a small man.
You said it yourself. Goliath killed Theodore, and your strychnine speculations are absurd. Only athletes use it as a stimulant, not elephants.
True, but one dart of strychnine would not be enough to kill the elephant, and you knew it.
That is true. And he knew it was used as a stimulant. Interesting.
Let me tell you a story. A man spends almost 5 years of his life locating an artifact. He puts every ounce of energy and money into his research. The same man even goes so far as to sign a contract with a ruthless man, a businessman. It was a risk, but the reward would be worth it. Years go by and there's still no result, so the businessman decides to end the man's research. He spits on the research, he promises to bury the site under an eccentric project. All of this is just his whim. Theodore Gilden could do anything he wanted with this place, and you were anxious about the fate of your research. You wished to protect it. You tried to tame Gilden's eccentricity, but you killed him instead.
Theodore wasn't trying to sabotage my career. We had a disagreement, but it wasn't as dire as you describe it. He wasn't a pleasure to talk to, but killing him? Nonsense.
No.
Theodore Gilden was a capricious man, extremely impulsive. But the cold-blooded nature of your plan makes you even more dangerous. You feel nothing. You show no remorse. It was simply a calculated move. And that is why you are under arrest.
Nothing. You have nothing on me.
I think I'll let the police decide if my findings are substantial enough for prosecution.
This is all a dreadful mistake. This can't be happening. The elephant killed Theodore.
Goliath is innocent and he should be free. He is not the real murderer here. That is the apex of your career, Mr. Swift. Farewell.
I told you Mr. Swift was not a real archaeologist. He was a murderer. I knew there was something wrong with him.
Fortunately for us, being a murderer was not his profession. And about the elephant.
While you were busy, I've dealt with it. No thanks to you. I asked you to solve this wretched problem, but you didn't.
I couldn't be in two places at once, Miss Gilden. I was catching your father's murderer. But how have you dealt with it?
A man agreed to take the elephant away. He came to me asking for permission to relocate it to his property, and I accepted.
Well, congratulations, I suppose. That is one less problem.
Actually, two, Mr. Holmes. I found my father's possessions that you can take with you and disappear.
I appreciate it, truly.
Well, someone has to do something. Take everything if you need to, and leave me be.
Take care of yourself, Miss Gilden.
Okay. She was a little... rude, but let's see. We got something what we need.
My mother always wore this around her neck until one day it disappeared. I was wondering where it went. She said it was a birthday present from a good friend.
Interesting. Letter from Violet to Theodore Gilden. My dear Theodore, you know I value our friendship more than most other bonds. We share the same restless soul, and your acceptance and support in trying times has been a blessing. I'm endlessly grateful for the turn of fate that saw Seeger and I join the same expedition as you. It changed my life for the better. Nevertheless, I am not blind, nor a hypocrite. I know that your feelings towards me have deepened. Forgive me, Theodore, but I do not feel as you do. I must spare you the pain of one-sided love before it is too late. Please see enclosed the necklace you so thoughtfully gifted in remembrance of our adventure together. I cannot in good conscience continue to wear it. I know this letter will cause you such hurt, and for that I can but apologize deeply. Yet my heart is with Seeger, who is still unaware of your desires. If this sees the end of our friendship, I will understand, but I truly hope we can continue to share the conversation, collaborations, and kindnesses that have brought me such joy all these years. Yours respectfully, Violet. Now that was an eye-catching thing.
I just had another glimpse of a memory, John. It's fuzzy, but I'm sure it happens somewhere in the manor.
Finally moving forward. Shall we go?
Well, so before that we do something else. Not only did Mr. Swift kill his partner, but he also blamed it on an innocent elephant. I'm glad Sherry protected Goliath's honor. Letter from Violet, yes. Case book, a mother's love. A fragmented memory, yes, that is true. But before we do that, wait. I made my decision. Yes, I did. I don't know if it's correct one, if there is actually a correct one, or you can choose whatever you want. I don't know. But I'll stick with that. I could go and check if the... Well, there's at least a new newspaper. I'll see if I can see anything else. I don't see any exclamation marks except this, Cordona Chronicle. Huh. Well, I'll probably go and open this. I think if I can get this Mother's Love to continue, so we can have some other things to do also. And besides, it's quite close where we are. I might try to do the string theory, or at least start in this episode, unless something else come up. So time to see what we can find. Oh, right, I need to pin it. Did I pin it? I did.
You know, I envy you, Sherry. You can talk to other people and they won't ignore you.
And I envy you. You can ignore any person you're bored with. You don't miss out on much. Most men are dull, unlike yourself.
Well, I'm flattered.
Okay. Is it on this side? Or is it downstairs? It's right over here. Come on. I had
a surprise for my mother.
fragile and ancient.
I was holding an ancient Greek vase, or rather, quite a big piece of it.
And tool, dirt, heavy.
You had a shovel with you, John. I remember now. We dug up the vase from Greek ruins here on Cordona and were eager to show my mother right away.
And we were going here.
For some reason, the door was closed. We knocked.
But nobody answered. We thought that she was busy.
So we left the vase and ran downstairs.
Okay.
I decided to gather some archaeological tools in order to take a closer look at the vase.
But then we heard something, didn't we?
Yes. It came from upstairs.
Okay.
The vase was broken, shards scattered all over the floor. And your mother was standing at the door.
Indeed, John. I doubt it was her. Let me concentrate.
Angry.
Otto Richter was standing there, furious at us. Dr. Richter told us never to disturb my mother when the door is closed. He said she had broken the vase.
But we didn't believe him. I bet he smashed it.
Most likely yes. Now we can open the door.
Her things are still here.
Presumably Mycroft never felt the need to sort through it all.
Or couldn't bring himself to.
No. He would have put it behind him and moved on. My brother is not one for sentimentality.
Now, before we do continue that, I'll change my wardrobe back to this. Not only did it... Wait. Sorry. The closed door. A fascination with the ancient Greek ruins located on Cordona. One day we decided to surprise her, so took a shovel to the ruins and uncovered a nearly intact Greek vase. We wanted to show her what we found immediately. For some reason, the door to Mrs. Holmes' room was closed when we returned. We knocked, but nobody answered. So we left the vase near the door and retreated downstairs. Sherry wanted to get some archaeological tools in order to take a closer look at the artifact. Alas, it was not to be, as the manor echoed with the sound of shattering ceramic. Ceramic? Okay. We scurried upstairs to discover the vase broken, shards scattered all over the floor. Otto Richter was standing there with the door open. He was very angry with us. Dr. Richter told us never disturb Sherlock's mother when the door is closed. He claimed that she broke our vase in an outburst, but we didn't believe him. I bet he was the one who broke it, yes. Very likely. I spent my childhood in Stonewood Manor. Starting to remember flashes of my time here. The house is now abandoned. Yes. I managed to access my mother's room. What memories will I uncover? Yeah. There. We have quite a lot to study, so better start then.
Looks like it was damaged by a blunt object.
Okay.
It reminds me of my mother.
Well, I bet it does, but why with the blunt object? What happened here?
Look what I found. The White King is under attack. Sherry, can you save him and checkmate the opponent in one move?
What? John dares me to play chess with him. The White King is under attack. I need to save him and checkmate the opponent in one turn.
You're not obliged to be here, Sherry.
I don't know
You can
how.
leave any time you want.
Okay, how does this work? Oh. If I retreat, what do we have here? I don't think that helps.
Oh, nice move. You saved the king and checkmated the Black King with the rook.
Okay. That worked. So, what else we can find from here? Quite a lot. Wait, what? Did I check this
It
already?
reminds me of my mother.
Okay. We have something in here. Handprints. The Times. Seeger Holmes obituary in the Times, London, August 21st, 1865. Mr. Seeger Morland Holmes, the renowned archaeologist, authenticator, and historian, is dead. A mere 41 years of age, he was seized by a cardiac event during the opera at the Covent Garden Theatre on Saturday. Despite the physician's best efforts, he remained insensible and died at 20 minutes past 6 o'clock last evening. His sudden end came as severe shock to his large circle of acquaintances. Mr. Holmes is survived by wife, Violet, and two sons, Mycroft, 16, and Sherlock, 6. Funeral services will be held Wednesday at Highgate Cemetery of St. James by Reverend W. E. Stanley.
It's a strange feeling to read about my father's death in the newspaper. I can't recall anything except the deep feeling of loss.
You were too young. It happened before we even met. It's so sad. I'm sorry.
The question is there something sinister behind even that death? An old sheet of paper, March 25th, 1869, examination notes of Dr. Otto Richter. Over the last few months, I have asked Mrs. Holmes to sketch some landscapes. The first few were clear and accurate, but subsequent drawings quickly drifted away from reality. It appears her disease progresses rapidly and perhaps even affects her vision. I may need to consider trepanation. Oh, trepanation. Boring hole to the skull. Some cultures, I don't know if they do that anymore. They did that. And of course, in medieval times and whatnot, boring holes release the pressure and whatnot. Sometimes it might work, sometimes may not. So what do we have here? What is this substance?
No labels. I doubt it ever had one.
Opium?
There appear to be residues of the bottle's contents at the bottom.
Laudanum. Observation Journal. Observation of Mrs. Violet Holmes, Dr. Otto Richter, 19th of May, 1868. Initial consultation revealed the patient suffers sleep problems, periods of anxiety, and slight confusion of memories. Prescribed a strong sedative to be administered daily and will continue to monitor symptoms. 3rd of August, 1868. Sedation has helped minimize anxiety attacks, but Mrs. Holmes now experiences catatonia, apathy, and prolonged depressive states. Moreover, the patient's confusion has worsened and she has begun writing letters to her deceased husband as he were alive. I have prescribed 6 further drugs to balance her mental state and weekly hydrotherapy. 27th of November 1868. The current drug regimen has delivered middling results, with confusion worsening into near constant delusion. Patient grows aggravated when these beliefs are contradicted, prompting aggressive behavior. I have now witnessed several episodes of violence against her own family and towards herself. Consequently, I ordered that the bars be installed on the windows and that Mrs. Holmes be strapped to her bed at night. The dosage of all medication has been raised. I have prescribed the patient additional hypnotherapy sessions as well as some mild hallucinogens. Okay. And there's the trepanation drill, I would think.
Do you think the doctor could have used these tools here? I hope not.
Okay. I'll check the things after I...
This room always reeked with an acrid medicinal stench. And here is the reason.
Okay. Oh.
This picture was drawn by my mother. I recognize her hand. There's a date on it, 8th of December, 1868.
No, okay.
This seems a bit odd. I can recognize my mother's style, but it's far too sloppy. Dated 12th of February, 1869.
Getting a little bit worse then. Move. This is probably... Yeah, this is the last one, and it's definitely even worse.
It's difficult to tell what this is meant to represent. There's no date at all.
It's the manor. It seemed like our manor. And what? Oh, yeah.
Straps on the bed. It just doesn't look right.
No, it does not. Potassium bromide.
Seems this was the most frequently used medication. 1 dram dissolved in a glass of water, administered daily. Not to exceed 1 dose in 24 hours, not to be given to children.
Okay. Can we open this? Yes. And we have a letter. Come on. February 1869, from Violet to Seeger. My gentle Seeger, Alas, I am still yet to receive any correspondence from you. One presumes my previous letters are chasing you around the continent as you travel. I hope you are in good health and already on your way home. Forgive me my impatience, but life without you, your kind voice and bright eyes is scarcely worth living. The boys need their father around too. I can tell that they miss you, though as you well know. Mycroft is not one to wear his heart on his sleeve. In case my prior letters have been lost, know that we have relocated to Cordona. Please come back soon. Forever yours, Violet, February 1869.
Oh, it brings back some memories.
Morning Mania.
Oh, I would love to take a bath right now.
Not this one. Surface corrosion suggests it was prone to extreme temperature fluctuations. For medical purposes, I suppose.
Okay. Oh,
Bars covering the windows from the inside.
then there was something over here. I'm a bit stuck here.
My mother loved flowers. They made her smile. I remember we would bring a new bouquet every week to make her a bit happier.
That's why we collected all the violet flowers we could find on the island.
So this is still...
It reminds me of my mother.
I think I've checked everything. That still stays golden, but I'm definitely sure I've checked everything. So let's see what we gathered. Oh, that was a nice game. It doesn't matter who won. I enjoyed every second of it. Okay, good, good, good. Seeger Holmes' obituary. Yes. And what do we have here? Old sheet of paper. Yes. Really good trepanation. An almost empty bottle. We need to obviously make a chemical analysis. Observation journal. Bottle with sedative. A letter. Morning mania. After examining my mother's room, I started remembering chaotic morning together. Yes, we do that next, but first things first, let's make the chemical analysis. What does this do now? Multiplies the reagent's value by 2. Okay. 2 minus 6, 5. We got one of these. Could go with the 5. Can I... No, this is a... No. I don't know what I was thinking. So, if I understand correctly, 2 and 6. The problem is I need to get... Nope. Yeah, that could work. But let's see. -2 to... I wish I could change just this to +2 and this to -2, but unfortunately that is not a possibility. To be honest, I can do it like... So... It's not the most elegant solution, but again, Wait a minute. I use this? Yes. Again, not the most elegant, but it should work. 2 minus 6. Oh, it's 4. Yes, I totally forgot that one. Unlink. Identified the substance as a hallucinogen derived from mushrooms. Now that is interesting. What are we doing now? The broken plate.
The broken plate shards were all over the floor. Mycroft had to change his suit as the one he was wearing was completely stained.
Okay.
Mother was troubled that morning. Something we did upset her. Dr. Richter tried to calm her down. We had to put the tray with Mother's morning tea down, but why? It's starting to ring a bell. I think it happened in the morning.
Right, okay. Let's see. No. What is happening? I would say this is more likely, yes. And again, this would be more likely. This seems... Hopefully this is correct.
I don't believe you! Liars! Get away from me! It's not true! It's not real!
What? Oh.
Everything will be okay, Sherry. I promise.
It was the morning of the 9th of April, the day my mother died.
The 9th of April started off badly. My mother was anxious, then hysterical. She threw food and shouted at the doctor, calling him liar. John and I brought her morning tea, but when the shouts started, I became scared. The only thing I could think to do was hide near the bed and wait for everything to pass. Thankfully, John was there to protect me and calm me down.
My mother, she was not just ill, but mad. God have mercy.
I'm sorry. That explains why you locked the memory away.
There must be more, John. That was the morning of her death. I need to know what happened. John!
Every time you... I just don't... Please, Sherry, leave it be.
Just breathe, John. You know that I cannot leave the last stone unturned. We are so close.
I know. But can we at least leave it for another day?
Of course. So it starts to feel like the more we uncover what happened to our mother and everything, well, I guess it will end in the note that we will lose John.
Well, history tells us these memories are triggered by our investigation of other matters. I suspect it could not be forced even if I so desired.
Thank you. How are you feeling about all this? Tell me, I'm not the only one reeling.
Well, I guess I'm not all right, to be honest. because of course Sherlock has been blocking these memories, so I guess this will have an effect on him.
It feels wrong, sad. Like they're the memories of another man. I'm struggling to reconcile my love for my mother with the reality of who she was. And worse, what possessed Mycroft to lie about it? There are precious few pieces of this puzzle remaining, John. Let us dawdle here no longer.
Indeed. Wait, did you hear that?
Yes. Metallic souls. What is this sailor doing here?
That is interesting. Memories in the manor. My mind place seems to have seeped into real world and is preventing access to some... Yes, okay, so John felt sick after we recalled morning of my mother's death. His reaction disturbed me. Knocking? Yes. We have some new... My imaginary friend John. We brought tea. My mother's struggles with mental disease could well be hereditary and affect my mind and rationality. Maybe, maybe not. Let's see a little bit. Oh, we do have something new to buy, which we will do shortly, but let's go and see who's in our room. House, I mean. I do go shopping, and I'll try to start the string thing. So, sir...
Sherlock Holmes, isn't it? I was looking for you.
With whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
You can call me your new game. The rules are simple. I have something for you, but you alone must work out what that is.
And that something is my prize, I suppose?
You're a fast learner, sir.
Okay. He had something purple on his face. So let's start with that. Where is it? There. Painted recently. Pink paint in hair. Okay. Old and shabby. Is that this guy? Oh. No signs are of hard physical work. So he's not a sailor. Hiding something square shaped. A man dressed as a sailor came to my house declaring that he was my new game. A drop of pink paint in his hair betrayed him as a man who is involved in the art sphere. His head showed no signs of regular physical activity, no corns, no rough skin, which is at odds with his mariner's outfit. Few artists know my name or where I live, so Vogel best fits this role of the game master. Considering the tiny square-shaped object in the fake sailor's pocket, I deduced he was employed at Vogel's art gallery, and the real reason for his visit was to pass me an invitation. Showed no signs of regular physical act, no cons. I assumed he was still in the service. He had a drop of pink paint in his hair, which led me to believe he is somehow involved in the art sphere. Considering tiny square-shaped object in the sailor's pocket, I deduced the real reason behind his visit wants to pass me an invitation to visit his exhibition. I'm saying it's artist disguised as a sailor. Because, let's be honest, I don't think he's an artist. A sailor, I mean. Oh, I need to...
I cannot believe that Mr. Vogel has somehow successfully called my attention to his gallery. You're here with an invitation to visit it, obviously.
My word, you are fast, Mr. Holmes. Could you explain how you came to that conclusion?
Of course. Explanations are my favorite part of any conversation. Hands without any sign of regular physical activity, in contradiction to one who would most usually wear such a uniform. The paint in your hair is pink. I don't know of any military service that paints their ships pink, unless they have launched a new fashionable fleet. A sailor with the soul of an artist? I would suggest rather a gallery employee disguised as a sailor to mislead me. How many artists on the island know where I live and of my passion for deduction? Werner Vogel is clearly at the top of the list. And you've been attempting to conceal something square-shaped within your pocket. An invitation, I suppose. An invitation to Mr. Vogel's gallery.
That was remarkable, Mr. Holmes. Mr. Vogel was right about your genius. I think he may have even underestimated you. This is your invitation. Please tell Mr. Vogel that the seed has been planted. He asked me to tell you to do so, if you win this little game. Farewell.
My dear Sherlock Holmes, as you no doubt have already guessed, I would like to invite you to experience my art exhibition, not only for the purpose of the contemplation of beauty, but in a more general need of your genius. You will find the gallery at the Caravanserai at the crossroads of Bazaar Road and Hermes Avenue in Old City. Always your friend, Werner Vogel. Okay, but we are not starting that. What we are starting, I'll go outside first. I think I need to get something to drink. And
Mr. Sherlock Holmes, I presume.
Correct. With whom do I have the pleasure?
Emilio Esteva, happy to make your acquaintance. I am here on behalf of Mycroft, your brother. He's on his way to Cordona. In the meantime, he requests your assistance with a sensitive matter. My orders are to provide you with the details.
You have my attention, Mr. Esteva.
Mark Ridley, the son of General Arthur Ridley, is being blackmailed. Suffice to say, the compromising material is of a delicate nature. The matter is of no small importance to the Crown, especially given the status quo on Cordona.
What about the status quo?
The Ottoman population holds a certain animosity towards the colonial rule. It's been this way since we took over the island. General Ridley made concessions with their leaders, but I'm afraid we are still teetering on the edge of open hostility.
What does Mycroft want me to do? Retrieve the blackmail material?
No, sir, nothing of the sort. Mark Ridley is meeting the blackmailer atop the old city bridge tower. You shall observe from a distance, then establish the blackmailer's identity. Do not attempt to arrest him. We'll handle it from there.
Saving the best for yourself? Fine.
There's a cafe just over the bridge that provides a good vantage point. Please report to me when you are done. I'll be waiting for you here, and remember, discretion is of the essence.
Love, Death and Cordona. Oh, we got new stuff to do. So I'll take a quick break. I'll go get something to drink. Then we go shopping. I want to go to the Cordona Chronicles also. But yes, shopping spree. I'll buy anything I can. If there is time after shopping. Although it might be that what we unlock in here, we probably do that. So I'll go shopping spree, see what happens. If there is more time, I'll start the string theory, but it might be for the next episode. And yeah, we are leaving this on a hold anyways, because we are doing these. But yes, we are continuing shopping. But again, I'll need to get something to drink, so be right back. Okay, so first stop will be the art dealer. It should be right over here.
Landscapes and portraits. Find the one that you... My goods will brighten up your house.
I sure do hope so. We got one Cordona landscape, just like outside, but without all the murder. We buy that.
Enjoy your purchase.
Thank you. So what is next? There's something over here. Oriental Furniture Trader, so we are going there, obviously. Yeah, I'm guessing I'll leave the other cases for next episode. So we are doing just a shopping spree and check our house.
Come, decorate your house in...
Okay, yes.
Marhaba. It's a good day for a purchase.
I agree. So what do we have? A dressing screen for those who like wars but don't want to commit.
May your purchase bring you joy.
I'm sure it will. Thank you. So we have that now. There's nothing else in here. I'll definitely want to go and check this also. There is something cheap antique trader. Because it's cheap. Let's go and see what he's selling to me. I guess it's you then.
Despite being used, these goods are Take a look. Maybe something will catch your eye.
I do hope so. Ooh, all right, music box. Ghost sold separately.
I hope you like what you bought.
I do like it. Anything over here or here? No, I don't see. So, luxury furniture trader is right over there. And then we have something in the Cordona Chronicle. I'll go to the trader first. It should be somewhere over there. What's here? Nothing too important.
Extra, extra!
Oh.
Robin's finally put in cage. The entirety of the Robins gang, including their leader Luck. Interested in some Cordona news?
Definitely. So we have historic death.
Check the front page. You won't regret it.
Okay, so we do have historic death. Many are immortalized by discoveries, good deeds, or achievements. Local archaeologist Arthur Swift will be in the books for different reasons. The murder of his partner Theodore Gilden. Using the latter's pet elephant, Mr. Swift shot a dart at the elephant, causing the furious and confused animal to kill Mr. Gilden. The ostensive motive? Ancient Roman treasures. Mr. Swift's trial was initially postponed due to his poor health, but is due to commence soon. In one fell swoop, the entirety of Robin's gang were today arrested, including infamous leader Lucky Joe. The hoodlums have been charged with the multiple cases of blackmail, robbery, illegal bookmaking, and murder. The police raid revealed a vast collection of incriminating materials that the gang used to extort the rich and powerful. Due to the sensitivity of these documents, the defendants will face trial in close court, with blackmail material subsequently destroyed. Okay, good to know. Oh right, Robin's gang, it was the Moriarty case. Why I don't run, I have no idea.
Exquisite furniture for your home.
Yes.
My goods will brighten up your house.
I do hope so. Dressing table. Witness firsthand the existential horror of aging.
Enjoy your purchase.
My mother's room redux. Oh. Definitely great paintings. Wait, what is this? Stolen. My old violin has been taken. If you have any information that may aid in my instrument's return, please visit me on Professor Road, north of Adler Street in Scaladio. All help appreciated. Anthony Jones. Oh, right. Yes. Good thing I actually checked that. You look like a fisherman from Sinking City, which obviously makes sense because same makers. Barbiere. So what's inside here? What is the exclamation mark? Is it something important or something interesting?
Mr. Holmes, I have something for you.
Okay.
Mr. Holmes, I see what you're up to. Mysterious stranger pursues betrothed woman. But please, let us keep things professional. I have in my possession an envelope containing details of a special assignment for you. Tell me, are you interested?
Of course I am.
I believe I am, but to be very clear, Miss Sertle, my interest extends to the message and not the messenger.
So he claims he's not a gal sneaker, seducing women everywhere he goes. Perhaps the truth is even more scandalous?
Please spare me the speculation and return to the matter at hand.
A gang of smugglers, the Eels, have Cordona in their clammy grip. The British Empire can abide it no longer. Mycroft insists they be disbanded. But this organization only falls with the capture of their odious leader, Friedrich Panzer. And note well, I did say capture, not kill. Inside your envelope is a map marked with the Eels' warehouses. But alas, we do not know in which Friedrich Panzer resides.
So even Mycroft has his limits.
Indeed. You must be sure to identify the correct warehouse before entering, because once one is compromised, the other's occupants will scatter. Here are all the files, and feel free to use the archive too. Again, do not enter the wrong location, nor see any harm done to Friedrich Panzer.
Miss Ertl, if you're quite done with the redundant instructions, I shall get to work.
Well, that's perfect. Tortured hero lashes out after rejected romance. Tomorrow's edition will be a sensation.
Now that's a that's a manly name, Friedrich Panzer. Yeah. So we have eel hunting. So I can do some Tale of Empty House. We are doing that next. But do we have anything else to check? To infiltrate the eels, you shall have to disguise yourself as one of the gang. Your safest bet would be certain William Hart, also known Ugly Face Belly. According to our sources, he has recently faked his death and gone into hiding. You can find his obituary in the recent news from Silverton. So I might as well actually check that, because while I'm here, so I don't need to come back soon. So, Silverton obituary, recent obituary, Silverton. William Hart obituary. Mr. William Hart died in a tragic accident in Silverton at the age of 29 years. A loving father and upstanding citizen, he leaves his wife and 5 children to mourn his passing. So now we have that. And okay. But my mother's room has been restored to what it was 10 years ago. I'm sure it will help me recall a moment from my youth. We are doing that now. And the cases I will leave to the next episode. I'll try to do all the 3. I don't know how long they are, but as we have seen, they are not usually that long, so probably everything can be done in the next episode. And then I probably, yeah, after that obviously continue the main story. But let's go and see. Stop peeking around. You look suspicious when you're standing there. Go over. Oh, we have that balloon elephant in our garden. That's lovely.
I imagine Goliath was surprised to find out his lady was not real.
Yes. And I need to find the Goliath. Could it be in somewhere here? I think there was some. We could go and check that. But just sitting here. Because the forest was the place where he liked to be, so it would make sense that it was put there. I don't know. I don't know if you can even see the Goliath in this game, but I'll check the forest area if there's something there, because there was some kind of a building around there, so it might be there.
Oh, the room looks nice now. It's comforting to see the way it was meant to be.
It sure does. So what do we have? My mother...
My mother always preferred to spend her rare moments of lucidity with me.
That's true. She even stopped Mycroft from joining you. Remember?
I do. He didn't show it, but he was upset. I think Mother paid more attention to me because I was younger.
In her rare moments of lucidity, Sherlock's mother always wanted to spend time with him. One day she found us preparing for the play and she helped us to apply stage makeup in front of the mirror. Mycroft wanted to join us, but she refused. He didn't show it, but I know he was upset. Violet always paid more attention to Sherry because he was younger. Can we remove those straps? To be completely honest. Okay. Nothing more.
This room always reeked with... It reminds me of my mother.
So I think that's it. Sherry Ann just visited the archive, found the paper and left. Now we have plenty of spare time, yes. And we definitely opened a memory. And I think we can see statistics here, so let's see. Cases taken 26, cases closed 19. Character portraits formed 6, accusations won 0. I don't know what that means. Imaginations resolved 10, John's bets won 9, police cases sold 5. I lost 1 bet. Enemies arrested 42, enemies killed 5. Total arrest attempts 46. Bandit layers visited 0. Staff box count, use count 19. Weak spot hit 25. End rider metal object destroyed 12. Souvenirs 8 of 19. Furniture bought 17 of 22, so 5 more. Wardrobe pieces bought 5. Money earned 937. Newspaper bought 5. Traders found 21. Treasures found 0. I don't know where the treasures might be. Maybe in the bandit layers or somewhere else. I don't know. So yes, I said I'll go and check if we can find the elephant. Because they said the people, well, Theodore took the elephant to the forest. So it would make sense it would be there. But again, I don't know if you can actually find the elephant or not. But let's go and see. There was some kind of building around here, so it could be there. It was on the left side, if I remember correctly. I might be... Yes, we have... No. Well, I was thinking about that, but... No. Anything else? Or maybe we can't even see it. Maybe it's gone for good from the game. Of course we saved him, so that's it there, but don't really know. I'll check the surroundings first. That is something I might even check from the internet if the elephant is somewhere to be found. Definitely not here, fortunately. The goat is still here. Nope, good. They removed the corpse, but unfortunately didn't clean the area. I had hoped to find the elephant. Anything else I could see? Wait. No, I can't. What's happening if I go here? Nothing? Because we followed it to here. We can't go forward. Could there be any other building? Maybe the elephant is disappeared from the game altogether. I thought it would be somewhere over here because we have this wooden fence. Who are you?
May I ask you something? Don't be angry with me, sir.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know.
Okay. I totally forgot that I have this Is there anything else in here? I don't think there is. I'll check a little while. No. Well. It would be interesting to see if the... what can we do? If I would be an elephant, where else could I be? Oh, I'm stuck. Oh, Paul. Why there's a... Wait a minute. What was that? Yeah, I got stuck. I saw those police markings over there. Don't get stuck. What is happening here?
Did you hear? Another sailor drowned on the beach. What an idiot.
Why, where and why? Okay. Nope. Okay. I suck with these. Let's try again. Come on.
Did you hear?
No. Again. Nope. 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 Yes.
I'm guessing you didn't get what you were
No,
after.
no. I failed it, so I just
I
tried.
always wanted a pet
Did you
cat.
hear? Another's.
Ship arrive. Nope. No. I suck with this.
Did you hear? Another sailor.
Where and why? Siren. Ah.
Did you hear?
Ah, wrong way, wrong way. A sailor was found drowned on the beach by the cemetery. People are talking about sirens, but that's just a superstition. Or is it? Okay, we found another quest. We are not doing... At least we did that. So it's right over here. We do that at some point. Okay, I'll... go and check. Can I see the elephant in the yard? Yeah, with that eavesdropping I have a problem, and I'm misclicking also, and yeah, bad memory. Very bad memory. It would be nice to see if the elephant would be somewhere over here, but I don't know. I thought it would be next to the area where the wooden door was. But again, like I said, I don't know if you can even see it. I might check that on the internet if you can find the elephant in the game, or is it... Where does this lead, actually? Let's check before we end. We are going down. So what's over here, then? Nothing? Well, it looks lovely, but there's definitely nothing here. Yeah. It might be the elephant is gone from the game. Which would be sad. But yeah, we have Siren Song, Eel Hunting, Love, Death and Cordona, and String Theory. And I'm going to start with those cases on the next episode and go through those. Maybe in one episode, maybe a few episodes, who knows. So yes, that is something we are going to do next. Don't see anything else popping up. Yeah, no exclamation marks. And again, at some point I probably have to check if there are some other quests that I can get. Because as we saw, you can get cases just walking around and seeing something happening, which is refreshing, obviously, but also makes it quite easy to miss them at points. Because they can be an area where you have already been. That is, I don't know if there's anything that push us towards there, unless you do like I do, that, oh, is the elephant there? Herby derby, it's not there, but I managed to find that, and at least I got lucky there. And yeah, depending how forward you are with the main story, that also contributes. Because I'm almost, well, I guess that unlocked after I managed to do the Gilded Cage. So there might be some other quests that can be activated somewhere around the map. So I try to do everything I can, get those cases, I mean. So at some point I probably have to check from walkthrough or something like that, that I haven't missed anything. Because of course I want to do everything, because this... What are you doing, John?
Hey, is anybody at home? Hello?
You're weird, mate. You're weird. But yes, first things first, that's neither here nor there, that we use walkthrough at this point of time. So, anyways, I think that's it. And next episode, we make those minor cases. And maybe, well, we will see if I can and then get those done in one episode. Well, it takes what it takes. And then we'll see what we do next. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you next time. Until then, goodbye.